YouTube? What is good? It's Marv back for another episode of Marvin's Room. Still out here in nature, doing my thing, bringing you guys quality content. Today's video is important because I want to talk to you guys about your end scenes. I want to talk to you guys about your living in the end scenes. A lot of you guys know the great law of attraction teacher, Neville Goddard, always talks about living in the end of what you want to manifest. But I want to talk to you about, honestly, in your opinion, are your living in the end scenes being realistic? Meaning, is your living in the end scene, does it really match your beliefs? Because this is the huge reason why a lot of people don't manifest the things that they want, or it's another reason why manifestations take so long, because we're always taught living in the end, living in the end. But at the same time, living in the end doesn't necessarily mean anything, especially if it doesn't match your beliefs. So I want to ask you guys, and I want you guys to really do a self-assessment. Do you guys really believe in your end scene? So let's talk about specific persons, you know, getting an ex back, because this is a big topic for a lot of people. And I want you guys to think about this. A lot of you guys are doing living in the end scenes, you know, manifesting, you know, you and your ex together after a really bad situation or whatever the case may be. And I want you to think about, is that being realistic? Is that really matching your beliefs of where you're at right now? And if you're honest with yourself, a lot of times, you know, 9 times out of 10, I would say the answer is no. You're living in the end scenes are not being realistic. So what I think a solution to that could be is to maybe dial back your living in the end scene and take it one step at a time. So instead of imagining and doing your end scene where you and your ex are together, or you and your ex are married, or whatever the case may be, because that doesn't match your beliefs, what you should do, potentially in my mind, in my eyes, is to start visualizing something that's more general. Like Abraham Hicks always talks about, go general. Don't immediately go into, let's look at money, for instance. Don't just immediately go into, oh, I'm going to attract and win the lottery, or I'm going to go attract and win, you know, $100 million, or whatever the case may be. Go general first, even more general than that. Start to say, okay, I'm going to manifest, you know, finding a penny or a dollar bill on the ground, or I'm going to manifest a small lump sum of money from someone, maybe, you know, $100 or maybe $20. You know, go general. I encourage everyone to go general, because I think this is a huge reason why your manifestations are taking so long, is because you're living in the end scenes. You really don't believe it. And so what that's going to do is that's going to delay your manifestation way longer than you intended to be. But if you go general and you think of an end scene that's much more realistic, like for me, when you talk about SPs and stuff, my end scene that I lived in was just simply receiving a text message. That was my living in the end scene. I didn't try to fast forward and say, oh, I'm going to imagine this person. I'm going to imagine being, you know, in a relationship with this person. And I'm going to imagine being married to this person. I never did any of that. I just simply went to sleep imagining that I would receive, you know, the text message, and then expecting everything else to take place after that. You know, I didn't simply just go right into what, you know, I wanted the end result to be. Now, with that said, is it possible to really go into those end scenes the way you want it to be? Meaning, like, if someone wanted to manifest a marriage with a specific person, or whoever the case may be, is it possible to just live in that end scene and to make that happen? Absolutely. It 100% is possible. But you have to understand that that's going to be equivalent to whatever your beliefs are. And that's why manifestation takes long sometimes. It's because you're trying to create an end scene or something like that where your beliefs don't really necessarily match up with your end scene. And I think that's extremely important. That's why I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about this, and to ask you guys and to let you guys look in the mirror yourselves and say, you know, hey, is my end scene being realistic? Is my end scene, is it matching my beliefs? And if you're honest with yourself, you will know and realize a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. So that's why I want to encourage you guys to go general. Create an end scene that is more fitting to your beliefs. If it's a SP, create an end scene that if you want to manifest your SP back, create an end scene that's more so, don't go straight to relationship, don't go straight to marriage. Create an end scene that is maybe, you know, you receiving a phone call or you receiving a text message, and then go in the order like that. And then once you manifest them back that way, then you can create the next end scene, say the end scene of you guys being out at dinner or something like that. You guys going for a walk in the park, you know, in a place like where I'm at right now. So go through the necessary steps that it may require you to take, because everybody is different. Everyone is on different levels of manifestation. Like I said, some people can really visualize that end scene of being married to their SP, and it can happen like that, or it can happen way quicker than some. What I'm saying right now, it may be relevant to you. You may have to take those baby steps as opposed to someone who's an experienced manifestor that can immediately put themselves in that end scene and immediately let it go and just know that it's going to happen because they trust the universe 100%. Because like I said, we are all at different levels of manifestation. Our beliefs, our opinions, the work that we've done on ourselves, everything's different. Understand there's no one size fits all. Never forget that. There's no one size fits all. What worked for this person may not work for you over here, you know? So you have to really dig deep and ask yourself, okay, do I need to reevaluate my end scene and go more general to something that I believe so that my manifestation can happen a lot quicker? All right, guys, I want to jump on here and share that with you again. Like I said, this is Marv, back for another episode of Marv's Room. You know when, you know where to find me next time. See you guys soon.